Alright, hi, I'm Bradley Sliedrecht with Fenter Cranes. In this video, we're focusing on frequent inspections under CSA B167 Section 6.4. These are the routine checks carried out by in-house maintenance staff or trained operators. Done right, frequent inspections prevent breakdowns, detect hazards early, and keep your crane compliant. So, frequent inspections are visual and functional checks carried out on a daily to monthly basis depending on how critical the crane is and the environment it is used in. They're less detailed than periodic inspections, but they cover all the safety critical parts. They must be carried out by a trained and designated person, usually in-house maintenance staff. The findings must be recorded if a defect is found, and unsafe conditions must be corrected before the crane goes back into service. Think of the frequent inspections as your early warning system. So section 6.4.2 of the CSA B167 lays out the specific components that must be checked during frequent inspections. So let's walk through them one by one. Operating mechanisms. So check for unusual sounds, vibration, or irregular movement. Listen for grinding, squealing, or knocking. These can point to gearbox, coupling, or bearing issues. Limit switches. Test upper, lower hoist limits. The hook should stop before the block collides with the drum, and it should not lower beyond the rope safety wraps. Test bridge and trolley travel limits if installed. Your hooks. Inspect the hooks for visible cracks, deformation, and excessive throat opening. Check that the hook latch is present and functional. Any hook with more than 10% wear, cracks, or a throat opening increased by 5% must be removed from service. Wire rope. Check for broken wires, kinks, bird caging or corrosion. Look for proper drum spooling and sufficient wraps left on the drum at the low point. Follow Annexure G of CSA B167 for visual rope discard criteria. If you look through these training videos, you'll find one on rope discard criteria. Brakes. Check for smooth stopping and holding. Watch for drifting loads, slipping, burning smells, or brake dust. Brakes must hold at least 125% of rated load torque when the power is removed. Load chain or web slings if applicable. For chain hoists, inspection of twists, bent links, or elongation. For synthetic web slings kept with hoists, check for cuts, burns, chemical damage, or missing tags. Travel mechanisms. Ensure smooth trolley and bridge travel. Listen for unusual noises or skewing. Check alignment of wheels and condition of rails where visible. Safety checks. Test horns, lights, beacons, and any audible or visual travel warnings. Confirm that emergency stops on pendants or remotes cut power instantly. Electrical equipment. Inspect pendant or remote controls for damage. Look for cut cords, exposed conductors, or missing strain relief. For conductor bar systems, your downshaft system, visually check collector shoes and arms for proper alignment and spring tension. Frequency of these inspections, how often these should be done. CSA B167 says it depends on the service class and duty cycle, right? Daily or weekly for high use or severe environments like dust, heat, or a corrosive environment. Monthly for normal service. Your maintenance program should set the frequency based on usage, but the key is consistency. A crane in a steel mill need more frequent checks than a crane in a clean warehouse, right? So what do we do if we find a problem? If any unsafe condition is found, tag the crane out of service immediately. Record the defect and notify your supervisor. Do not allow use until repairs are made. CSA is clear. No crane may operate with a defect that affects safety. A practical demonstration of the brakes, right? You can look for that video in this teaching series in the same YouTube channel. In detail, I went through brake operation, all the other videos we covered off crane operation, and everything we're covering off in this frequent inspection list are covered off in other videos. So they should be watched before you watch this video, so you have a good understanding of how everything works, what it is, and then when you get to this video, you already know what we're talking about, right? So you can look through the hook teaching, the wire rope teaching, the pendant control teaching, the collector shoe teachings, and you'll get a good understanding of your responsibility as a frequent inspection inspector, right? Some key takeaways. Frequent inspections are your first line of defense. They must include operating mechanism, hooks, wire rope, brakes, safety devices, and controls. They should be performed daily to monthly, depending on crane service. Record, right? You must record and correct defects before returning the crane to service. Many facilities will have a crane logbook that needs to be signed and stipulate what was done, if repairs are carried out, inspection was carried out, or even just if the crane was used, right? This is how you track crane use, and honestly, if your maintenance program is a good one, this is how you can keep track of a maintenance schedule, preventative maintenance, and avoid reactive maintenance, right? We want to avoid reactive maintenance. It's costly downtime and just costs a lot of money to keep a business going when the equipment you need to function is consistently breaking down, right? So take these inspections seriously. What you find can save long-term costs and even prevent long-term costs, right? So a good frequent inspection program reduces downtime, right? It reduces downtime. A good millwright or a good electrician will be working to reduce downtime. That's our job, right? As technicians, as maintenance staff, our job is to reduce downtime. Our job's not just reactive, right? It should be more proactive. That's what keeps us employed the long term, right? Is being a good technician, right? A frequent inspection program will save repair costs, right? And most importantly, it'll keep us safe, right? We all want to go home every day, right? We don't just want to come to work. We also want to go home. So not just you, remember the person you work with. We want to go home, right? At Venter Cranes, we provide training and inspection services that meet CSA B167 standards. We also train in-house maintenance staff to perform frequent inspections effectively. This entire video series is designed not only to train frequent inspection inspectors, but also to assist maintenance staff in identifying issues on cranes, help people understand how they work, how the different components function, what things you should be looking for, and etc. Right? All our training and information videos are available on our YouTube channel at Venter Cranes. So follow us for more crane safety and maintenance insights. And thanks for watching. I'll catch you in the next video.